Edith, we're going to be talking today about essentially compliance and financial health within businesses, which is obviously really important. I know I've spoken with other people in the past about the importance of accounting records, making sure you're keeping them properly. Let's go right back to the beginning here at the building blocks of your finances within a business. Where would you say the foundations are that if you don't have something right, none of your accounting systems are going to be right?
The first thing is your profit and loss account, because that's what everyone understands.
Okay.
Once you understand your profit and loss, you can then move on to the balance sheet. But until you understand your profit and loss, balance sheet means nothing.
Right.
With a profit and loss, that's the report that everyone actually knows what a profit and loss is. Most people on the street, if you ask them a financial report, if they're going to come up with anything, it will be a profit and loss. That kind of gives you an idea of how the business is going ongoing. The one that most people don't understand and is really important would be a balance sheet, because that gives you a snapshot of the health of the business at any given time.
It's a bit like the MOT of a car. At that particular time, This was the balance
sheet. It tells you exactly where you want your business to be. Well, no, not where you want it to be, where it is right at this moment in time. It tells you things like who owes you what, how much you've got in the bank, who you owe where. It tells you how much you're owed by your customers. It tells you how much you owe to your suppliers. It tells you what's in your bank. And most importantly, right at the bottom, it'll tell you the actual profit for the year as well.
Brilliant. So why is the balance sheet so important?
It's really important because it just lets you know exactly what you need to be doing for your business. So if you can see that your debtors, which is the money owed to you by your customers, is really high, you know you need to be focusing on calling that money in. You know, if your suppliers is particularly high, you know you need to be starting to pay them. Or if you haven't got the cash flow for that, you need to start considering why.
So actually, you know, your P&L could potentially show you making a massive loss. However, you could be owed a lot of money that's not going to show on that P&L, but on the balance sheet, you know, you could have lost £100,000, but be owed £500,000.
You could very well be. I mean, your business isn't great if you're in a loss position of 100,000. Don't get me wrong. But if you're trying to find cash quickly, the quickest way is to be calling up your customers and getting them to pay you. Okay.
So if, as a business, you know, we're going to, you know, we want to invest, we want to grow and, you know, look at our financial health, that sort of thing. If we're going for some financial investment or that sort of thing, are they going to want to see both profit and loss and balance sheet?
If they're worth their weight, then yes.
Right, okay.
No one should ever make a decision on a business based just on a profit and loss. It needs to be looking at both the profit and loss and the balance sheet and potentially a cash flow statement as well.